Unleashers of the world unite. It's time to roar, to fight the fight against the puppet masters pulling strings. We'll strip away the power, hear our piercing screams. We won't be silenced anymore. Break free from the chains that they adore. Stand tall, unrigging the game we rise. We'll win reality from their lies. Unrig the game, unleash the fury. No longer slaves to their corrupt machinery. Say his name and he appears.
This is a friendship that'll never ever end.
Greetings and welcome to Unrig the Game. How's everybody doing this evening? Hope you are all doing and living well out there. Special thanks to all of our Winner's Circles members out there who support the channel. Thank you guys so much for all you do to support this channel. And a special thanks to Wolfram and Shelly for supporting us over on Rumble. And hey, we got our first gift membership over on Rumble to Heidi. So Heidi is part of the Rumble Winner Circle too over there. So thank you guys so much for being here. And let me say hello to all you awesome people. Hey Heidi, how you doing? Thank you for reminding everybody to do these important things. And Wolfram, my friend, how you doing? Welcome to the show. And thank you for dropping these links. And remember, when you're here, to always listen to the wolf. He wipes his paws, he lopes in, and he howls. And the Alpha Mod is here. Welcome to the show, y'all. And there's Shelly talking trash and truths, giving out big hugs, the hostess with the mostest in the house. Yeah, right. And we are off and rolling. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Is our second episode of Unrig the Game featuring Government Gangsters, the book by Kash Patel. You can see it right here. It's over there somewhere. So there we go. There it is. See, look, there it is. There's the book. I don't have the the in motion star background going. Probably going to move away from that just because I think it might be lagging out the video and whatnot. So probably just going to move away from that. And we'll just use the thumbnails for backgrounds now. It's a little weird though, because then you see my face up there in the corner and then I'm right here. But we'll go with it for now. I guess I could switch it on and off too. I could just like, you know, when I start to do videos, I can switch it back and forth. That might be a thing. There we go. So yeah. So what's new, y'all? What's going on out there in your world? Look at that. We are broadcasting live, of course, on YouTube, Rumble, and X tonight. The new X channel is up and rolling. And we'll see how that goes. I have to rebuild that, of course. And because the other guy taken down unfairly, and there's no humans at X to talk to explain or try to work through the situation and see if their own system had screwed things up. So that's the way that goes, unfortunately. And who knows, maybe if they change their ways one day I can get that channel back. But for now, we'll just try to rebuild. I don't even have to think about it right now. We're probably next year. It'll be a project for next year. Right now, I'm just gonna go with what we got. And then, you know, of course, if you're watching this over on BitChute for some reason, make sure that you pay attention to the links that are in the description, because that's how you're going to be able to see the full show. So hopefully, if you're really interested in the content and you dig it, you'll come join me on one of the other platforms to watch the rest of it. The Rumble or X, that is. And I'll go ahead and make sure that's updated right now. All right, I got both of those in there, and I got the full stream links getting ready to come out. And let's put those out there, and boom, they're out there, and pin them up. That's where we're going to go for our feature presentation. And let me go ahead and change the banner and say, hold on a second. All right. This is the kickoff show, and tonight we'll be listening to Government Gangsters Part 2, the FBI and Russiagate, chapters 4 and 5, by Kash Patel. So, yes, it'll be awesome, and I need to change this up too. Hold on. I need to say this and take that out and put this there. All right, save, and boom. All right, there we go. Now that's fixed. I'll fix the rest of them as we get going here. But on the kickoff show tonight, let's talk about what's going on today. Where are all the drones at? Where'd they go? How'd they vanish all of a sudden? I feel bad because I think I over predicted my prediction and saying I did say they'd be gone by January 20th. So I guess I'm still on track for that prediction. But it seems like they've already disappeared. What in the world? Well, you know what? I came across a very interesting video today. I mean, I don't even know if I'm gonna get to Drone Apocalypse Part 5. I mean, I guess I'm gonna do it anyways, but that'll just talk about. I think it's actually Part 5 may be a good wrap up to it, because it really does explain the mass hysteria aspect of it, and then we'll go to the board and we'll kind of wrap things up on the board, unless something else happens before now and then. I mean, you never know, but I don't think it's going to happen. And then we'll keep that in mind for next year around Christmas time when it happens again. But I came across a great video by a really cool guy, and I thought that I would let's see. I thought that I would share it with you guys. I didn't have a chance to watch all of it yet, but I think I would share. I think I'll share that with you guys, and we'll watch it, and then we'll kind of just do that for the kickoff show. And yeah, that's the thing, right? There's a new narrative that's popped up and taken its place, and so now I get all the attention, which is much more, I guess, beneficial to the establishment. I have no idea. The whole thing's crazy. We got to do so much more, so much reformation on our information and how we get it and who's saying what and how we address it. It's going to take time. But if we keep going with this current model, I mean, on in all realms, just the establishment narrative to the alternative narrative, we really, really are going to have a more complicated future than you ever would believe. We have to get a handle on this somehow, and I hope that it works itself out as time goes on. But it is extremely troubling that we can swerve ourselves on so many things, like this hysteria and people's playing on people's fears, and whether it be the fear of anything outside the establishment or the fear of the establishment itself. Is like we have to get a hold on it by staying based, right? Staying based, learning how to discern information better, and learning how to create better sources of information. I'm saying like we have some good ones out there, and even they need to do better in a sense. So we'll talk about that and more. Cool Gamer, what's up, my friend? How you doing out there, man? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well and living well. Wolfram says the drones are gone because Christmas is over. Santa is back at the North Pole. Yeah. See, Santa upgraded. Santa knows. It's like, oh, why am I going to run around this sleigh? I could just send drones out to do the job, right? He's like, yeah, I got Santa's AI and Santa's drones, and they just take off and they do their thing. They take off and do it. But yeah, coming up, we're gonna check in with a cool guy named Doug Tenaple, and we're gonna watch a short video by him talking about this exact thing. So let's do this. Let's put him on up there, and I'll go ahead and switch this back so that hopefully it's nice and smooth. Let's see, and let's make sure that I'm broadcasting on 720, so I'll put that on 720. So hopefully we're just avoiding any lag here. I'm gonna keep working this out as I go along to find out if I do 1080 and with the non-motion background, have it work smoothly. I just don't want any like laggy video, right? It shouldn't have laggy video. as much as it would pay for StreamYards and, and all the fiber into the house and, all the technology that I've implied here, that I've implemented here. It should be running smooth as can be, top notch. So we'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on it. But let's check this out. Let's check this out here, and watch what Doug has to say.
Met up with the firefighters and started walking them out.
Okay. Did you notice the news about the drones have vanished?
Yep.
Well, it seems to be the fad of drones reporting is over. I'm going to talk about how the news coverage influences all of us. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This
Oh,
is
yeah, you think?
what Happy Patriots are. I even have brand new drone stories to share with you, very significant ones, including three hunters that became hunted right here in Tennessee, and drone sales over to the Ukraine. I hope you'll subscribe, but mostly thanks for watching. So here's Dr. Evil. The drones aren't scaring people anymore. Then she goes, release the bird flu. So that's the big topic this week, is the bird flu, which I am not going to comment on. I hate talking about anything that's a pandemic, birdemic, democrat. I don't buy any of it. So
I don't either.
Wait. A tweet I found on X. So this is, has the government told on itself inadvertently? Why were there no drones over New Jersey on Christmas? Is it because government
And this is John Rich from Big and Rich saying this.
workers don't work on holidays? So suddenly on
No, John Rich, it's not what it is at all. John Rich likes to go off the deep end too.
Christmas Day, all drone news stopped. No one saw them over New Jersey. They were gone. Here's John Rich. It's nice to see the drones over New Jersey took a break to celebrate Christmas. But then again, the government doesn't work on holidays.
The government also doesn't fly drones with lights on them.
So is that evidence, that absence evidence that it is just people in our government taking Christmas off? I only know that if you look at all the news chatter, it ended. Now here's images. This is what drones are like in China, Korea. All our tech is
we've been watching these, haven't we?
From overseas. They can do mass choreography of boxes and boxes of tens of thousands of drones, synchronize them so they can animate these large creatures, three-dimensional in the air. Now, this is because you have to use AI, this kind of programming where they act like a group to control them or pre-control them into these shapes and formations. So you can't have thousands of drones or hundreds of drones over New Jersey, each controlled by an individual person. They have to be synchronized with each other. And that's how they're being used in combat. And right now, they're being used nowhere more than in Ukraine in the war.
It is all the stuff that we talked about. You guys, you see when you come here, man, I'm way ahead of the curve. I get you guys way out in front of stuff. And then other people start talking about it later and we go back and watch it. Hey, Ronnie, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm going to be cooking some dinner here in a minute myself.
Or again, between Ukraine and Russia.
Right?
So we're going to get to that in just a minute. First, I wanted to show you this cute little video of a drone. It's delivering food to feral cats on the roof. So it brings a little bowl in.
Right. Dude, cats are, I can't believe the cat's not scared of that drone.
And then it parks down. And then the kitties, the wild
they've learned.
Kitties all come. We're going to watch them eat here. And then the drone takes off.
Look at you.
So I thought in all the bad news that I gave you, I wanted to show you a couple of good uses of drones. We'll show you the biggest one where the hunters become the hunted. But first, here's the use of drones in the Ukraine. Here's Sprinter.
Now we've been through this, man. You guys, if you saw part 2 of Drone Apocalypse 2024, you got a deep dive on this. You got deep dive information on exactly the drones, how they're being used, when they're being used, and all the other stuff they're doing with them, including robot dogs.
Latvia has prepared more than 1,000 drones for the Ukrainian military, the country's defense minister, Andris Spruds, said.
That'll last about a week.
He also noted that Riga will allocate another 20 million euros in 2025 for the purchase of drones for Kyiv. So you can see them in these boxes, and you can just roll out
They burn through these things like you wouldn't
these
believe.
drones, in mass. But Putin's already warned us. He knows that they don't have the sophistication to use our missiles. Most of these drones are like almost consumer grade, and they just know how to reprogram them on the cheap, which maximizes.
They're consumer grade, and then they just attach things to them. We saw all that in part 2 of Drone Apocalypse 2024, Unveiling Reality. And it's got a special playlist that you can access to see all the episodes.
Their money. And then here's the news, really good news on drones used just today. 2 hunters, including a 9-year-old child, rescued in the Tennessee woods. So here's a video I'm just going to show you real quick. 2 hunters found with the thermal drone.
Got a call of a couple lost hunters and launched the drone, and we'll see what we can find.
Got the drone here we're going to use. Oh, look, red and green lights.
What they do is if it's cold enough out, and it happened to be cold enough last night, then they get a good, clear thermal temperature image with this drone's high-end camera.
Good thermals, temperature's good. We should be able to see from off Diamond Island Road up in the direction that they headed down, and met up with the firefighters and started walking them out. Yep, there's the ATV headed up the hill. I'm glad we got them out. They'd been out there for several hours, but at least they didn't.
That's the kind of technology that we want to use them for, right? Helping save lives, really.
Have to
Not take them, save them.
spend the night. So of course, always remember to have some backup flashlights. Here's the flashlights, what it looks like from the wintertime like this. The leaves are off the trees. The thermals do very
And
well.
so here's another thing that you can do with drones is you can start to have companion drones when you go out into the woods, when you go out camping, when you go out hunting. You kind of keep it with you, right? And if something goes wrong, you can just launch that sucker up into the sky and launch a beacon on it, and then they can find you even faster. So those are some other good personal uses of this technology, right? And of course, those kind of drones are going to have the lights on them. They're going to be, and then someone will get their camera out and be like, "See, it's the government," but it's really just somebody else with a drone. There's a lot of them out there. You can buy them yourself online right now, and you could have them too. In fact, one of the ones I was looking at was the DJI drone, and this thing actually will like learn who you are and follow you, so you can do like broadcast footage. You can do footage or whatever, and it'll follow you around, and so you don't lose it. And you can tell it to go up and down. You can use voice commands, everything. It's pretty cool.
And that's the good news is the firefighters found the hunters became the hunted, and because of a drone, that's how drones can be used for the good.
That's
On
right,
search and
Doug.
rescue, they're being used to find missing persons all the time. They're also used by firefighters regularly to scope out fires. They can go way into a fire without sending a human in there to observe. They can see the overview of a mountain and the best paths up to it. So there's incredible good coming from the drone world. I didn't want to give you just a bunch of spooky scare tactic stuff other than it's weird that suddenly the drones are out of the news and everything else is now being forefront as if it's like a fad and now it's over. What do you guys think? Are the drones still there, or are they just a passing fad, just a thing to be scared of for a couple of weeks before they go away?
Yep, that's what it is. And it was great cover for some of the other things that may be going on. Either we're testing with real military drones, which don't have lights, and people aren't submitting videos on TikTok and YouTube about, and aren't hysterical about. But we do get reports. Hold on.
I'm Doug in exile.
Okay, yeah. So there you go. He's done. That whole, is our adversaries, testing what they can do, right? While they use it to gather intelligence. And as you look into some other things, you'll know that we're always constantly developing new military capabilities that they may want to get a handle on, or may want to steal information on, so they can do the same thing. And that does have to do with drone technology on our own bases and things that we're trying to develop to use in warfare itself. That's are we testing our own capabilities That's the other thing. So we don't know that because that would be completely covered up in secret. That would be keeping a hush hush on that because we don't want to let our enemies know that we know that they know that we know or anything like that, right? And we don't want the American public to freak out if for some reason we couldn't keep our foreign adversaries from spying on us and spying on our military bases if we had a deficit in defense, right? So, the commercial drones, the lights on them, and people mistaking drones for planes and helicopters, and setting up cameras over airports and being like, "Look at all the drones; they're all lined up. It's like airplanes coming down for a landing." Making a big sensation out of that, having useful idiot governors and mayors come out and say dumb things on TV, and have the intelligence agents and give them bad information to go spew to get people off the track, off the trail of what may really be going on in our enemies as well. Yeah, so that's what it is. That's what it is, and that's what we saw. And I think that we can calmly and rationally come to the conclusion that all of the hysteria we saw online was just that. Nobody got anything for real. Nobody got any really good footage. Nobody proved anything. Nobody found anything. And they all just went away, kind of as predicted that this would just be a thing for a minute and then it would go away. Like I was telling one of my fellow creators that I'm friends with that, I think that whole looking for, nuclear material and warheads, that's getting ready to disappear. And it just disappeared, didn't it? It's just gone. Did they find them? We don't know. And we won't care. And we'll never follow up on it because it never really happened. Right. They certainly wouldn't be looking for that alone, just drones by themselves. And I'm sure they wouldn't have lights on them either if they're using high-tech stuff. I don't know. But anyways, that narrative, all the narratives are dissipating quickly. Other narratives are now taking their place, and that's what it's all about. And so welcome to the future and the present of information. This is what we deal with, all right, guys? This is the kind of stuff where the UFOs are out of the news as well. Yeah, they will be. Just like that. Right. Yeah, rich people with hobbyist drones. Then once one person thinks there's something up there, they want to get the scoop because, man, you could get the scoop. You could launch a YouTube channel on that stuff. You get 1 million views. Of course, that's the problem with having a viral video early in your YouTube career. If you can't follow that up, you struggle. Like a lot of people don't know the story of my channel is I had a viral video, and I got a bulk of my subscribers off of that and put me in a different category. But when I started, I wasn't even live streaming when I did that, and I didn't follow that same vein of video. I just got really lucky with the Mike Tyson, Alex Jones interview. I mean, and I tell you, I haven't seen anything like that since, but it's a wild ride when you're looking at your analytics to see thousands and thousands of views and hundreds of subscribers a day. It's wild looking, man. But I wouldn't even monetize when that happened. I didn't even know how to do monetization. I probably could have done it in the middle of it and made some money on it, but I didn't even know how to do it. I thought it would just automatically click on, and it didn't. And I found out after it stopped going viral that you had to do all these steps, right? I think I might have found out like months later how to actually do the monetization. Oh, man. It is what it is. But there's been some theories that, because of my subscriber count, and then when I started live streaming, that I'm not reaching that 10% of my subscriber count, that somehow that pushes me down in the algorithm as far as just my personal channel goes, or the algorithm is really just your algorithm, right? But it's like what YouTube will suggest and push out, if they don't think that the content's engaging. However, we've done tons of great content since then, and it's still there. It's still out there. So I don't know. Some people have recommended starting another channel and moving over to that and seeing if that may make a difference. I don't know. The truth is that the truth is not as popular as grifts and drama and stuff like that. Things I think about all the time. It's just not as popular. People would rather sit around and do other things than dig deep dive on the truth or challenge their belief systems. And that's just the thing it is. It's just the way it goes right now. So you never know. You never know. But you don't want to set yourself up with one viral video unless you have a lot to follow up on with, and that's the direction you're going to go. Like, I didn't go in the boxing direction, and I didn't go in the Alex Jones direction. So I guess either one of those, if I just kept following or covering that stuff, maybe that's what I'd be doing. But that's not why I started the channel. I started the channel to do what I'm doing here. Hey, Just Don, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. How was your Christmas? Do you do Christmas? How are your holidays? You looking forward to New Year's? Everybody out there, let me know. Let's just have a chit chat here about it. We did our fun stuff coverage of the fading drone narrative now, and I'll have part 5 of Drone Apocalypse this Wednesday live, and that'll probably be the wrap up. That'll be the wrap up to the whole thing. I don't think we're gonna get much more out of it. Um, who knows what comes next? So we know that January is right around the corner. Inauguration. There's all kinds of people that are now realizing that they're going to try to obstruct and stop and everything they're doing about that. So we'll probably have some content in the new year about that as well. Of course, we've been talking about that since last March, that even if we win or when we win, which we did, that we'd have to be on guard for obstruction and division and the establishment games, as I call it, establishment games. So we kind of keep an eye on that. Way ahead of the curve as always. But yeah, as we predicted, as was predicted, and as was disclosed by J. Michael Waller on the Tucker Carlson interview, Deep State had plans and has contingency plans if Trump wins. So and so they're going to be putting those into full force, and we'll just keep referencing back to that interview and also covering what those obstructions are. And when we shine light on them, they're not as effective. That's the point, right? That's why you got to stay out in front of it. But I see a lot of creators are coming around to understanding that. Glenn Beck has done some stuff on it. Other people are starting to talk about it more. And of course, we saw the recent divisive kind of like narrative that the establishment jumped on when Elon and Vivek expressed their personal opinions on H-1B visas, and a discussion ensued, a healthy discussion ensued about those, right? And that's the thing. It's like, just because we're having a discussion amongst ourselves about something, working something out, having a conversation that's needed, doesn't mean that we're divided. But they're going to take any kind of lack of any kind of like seeming conflict, seemingly a conflict between different opinions in our group, and try to use that to divide us. And that is one of their games they play. That is one of the establishment games they play, because they believe in total conformity, right? And if you're not totally conformed to their narrative, then you're canceled and banned and attacked, right? That's how they keep their people in line. It's a very Maoist model, by the way. It's a very Marxist model to keep people in line, and that's what they've been doing forever. And that's why they are toxic, and we do not want anything to do with them. That's why we have our base crowd right here. We have our base scene, and yeah, we're going to come across things we need to discuss. There's a lot to be fixed, and sometimes we're not going to all agree, but let's always remember who we are, right? That we're not conformist, right? And that we are intelligent, and we do want to listen to different opinions, and we do want to challenge our own belief systems, and we do want to make sure that we're living in the truth, right? And that it's more important to be living in the truth than believing that you're right about something that you're absolutely have no idea about. And that's the idea, right? That's the thing. Just Don says, Christmas was lovely. Thanks. Well, I hope you had a great Christmas. You guys are awesome. And I hope you have a great New Year's. What are you guys going to do for New Year's? Anybody have plans for New Year's? We're going to do New Year's here. We're going to do our second New Year's, Shelly and Winning New Year's, and with a widespread panic plan, and just, we're going to chill out and have fun and do all that fun stuff. And I'll kind of, we don't have many days left. It's kind of been a busy holiday. I don't know how much I'll have, but we'll just chill out. I mean, we'll do the countdown. We'll look around at what's going on out there, and we'll just have fun. We'll have fun. Who knows what I'll think of by then. I'll let the idea inspire me, man. The idea leads the way. The idea known as winning reality leads the way. I just go where the circle takes me. I just go where the circle takes me. And whatever it may decide is what direction the channel and myself goes in. And that's what it is. The inspiration to be inspired by a good idea. Yeah, we are all happy. Speaking of which, I guess we have to kind of come to the acceptance that I think we lost. I think Mimsy has passed. I don't want to put her in. I don't want to put her in the ground if she's not there, but I think I've gotten every indication that that is indeed what has happened. We've been keeping an eye on her social media, and I've been keeping an eye on memberships and so on. And she's one of the longest member of the Winner Circle for a very long time. And she with this last cycle here, payment cycle or whatever, monthly cycle, hers dropped off. Of course, like I said before, she was always going to be she's a permanent member of the Winner Circle. I'll always be scrolling her name at the bottom of the screen with everybody else who contributes. You see, there she is right there. And I'm going to run down and give shout outs at New Year's as well for the people who have been part of the Winner Circle for, and I'll give you a shout out and talk about your longevity as well. But I was kind of expecting it as a way to, because I know she'd never leave. It's just, I was expecting it as an indication, maybe it was a little bit more permanent than we thought. Maybe she was just in the hospital, or maybe she was just not able to come and chat, but it was still with us. But now she's with us in spirit. We've been checking her X. She usually would post on X and stuff. There hasn't been anything on her X since October, and so it's hard to say, man. And I wish that there was a way to truly confirm it. I guess it's kind of the thing that is, that happens with these online relationships that we have, right? That something can happen to someone. We might not ever know really what happened. And unfortunately, we may never know, but like I said, she's going to always be with us in spirit. She's a permanent member of the Winner Circle. Her name will always be up there with everybody else's, whether, I'll the thing about not having complete closure is that you hold out for the best, right? There's a little bit, especially in, the way I am, I always kind of hold out for hope, right? Always hold out for hope. And, I don't really talk to Clumsy. She seems to have a problem with, Shelly, so we don't really talk, but, that's old stuff. I don't know. This Clumsy know Mimsy? Does she know her personally? I mean, if so, I mean, I would be willing to ask her just for the sake of Mimsy. I don't know. Does anybody know Mimsy's real name, or do they have I mean, Shelly and her used to talk in DMs often, and she hasn't gotten a DM from her in a long time. And I know that nobody's seen her around in other chats or anywhere else. So, I don't know. But I mean, if it came down to it, I would I would be willing to talk to Clumsy. You'll ask her for us. That'd be great. Yeah, we really would like to know. I don't know if she knew her personally, or knew her name, or knew her family, or anybody like that. But like I said, she was always here with us. She came in and joined the Winner Circle and stayed, and was tried to was helping mod at some point, and she was at every show. And I knew that she had been sick, and she had been in the hospital, and she had been talking to Shelly about that her energy was really low, and she was having a hard time using her phone and stuff like that. I mean, I really want to pray for her to be with us, but if she's in a better place and pain free, and that's what's best right now, and that's what was best for her, and that's what needs to be, then I'm with that too. Thank you for that, Wolfram. Remember to always listen to the wolf. He knows what he's talking about. And Jacob Castro, what's up, my friend? How are you doing over there? Are you on the Rumble? You're on the Rumble side. Jacob gets here early. He gets ready for the reading part of our show. He lays out the snacks. He gets the drinks ready. Puts ice is down the cooler, so that when everybody shows up at the end of the kickoff show, because this is the kickoff show, to go over to do our reading, it's all nice and ready. And I appreciate Jacob for everything he does. And we got to get together soon and talk about doing a show, uh, about prepping or whatever you want to talk about. So you don't do Discord. It'd be so much easier to talk to you through Discord. But we'll figure out a way to communicate. I still haven't forgotten about that, and I won't. So there you go. I used to see her every Sunday night listening to Judge Maddie's show on Clumsy's Discord. Oh, okay. I guess she hasn't been around in a while. Maybe Judge Maddie knows more or something too. We've been asking about her for months. Since we noticed she hadn't been around. We've been asking about her for months. Sometimes people move on, but this wasn't the case. She was a solid member, and I knew that she wouldn't just move on for some reason. But and then if she did, we'd see her somewhere else, right? But unfortunately, nobody's seen her or heard from her in a long time, and we knew that she was, having medical issues and was on her years. So, anyways, like I said, I think we just have to kind of come to the acceptance that we probably won't be able to see her again, and just honor her memory as her permanent place in the winner circle, and just keep, we'll always honor her memory and remember the good times we had with her for sure. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Don. I really do appreciate it. Because we really do love Mimsy a lot, and any closure would be great. And by the way, speaking of others who have passed recently, Jeff Legal Vices, I believe there's still a Gibson going on to help bring his remains back to the United States so his son can bury him somewhere close by. I believe he has some kind of plans. So so people are trying to help out with that. I know that it's the holidays, as people are taxed out from the holidays, traveling, presents, and everything that goes along with the holidays. But if that's important to you and you want to help out, there's the link right there in the chat. Yes, indeed. So that's what we got there. So fond memories for good people. And I hope that if Mimsy did have family, I wonder if they find out one day, maybe they tune in, maybe they look at her watch history or something, or see something like that where they'll stop in and say something and understand how much she was adored and loved by all. That would be great. Would love to give that information to her family. Just maybe that would be a nice thing for them to know about. In her passing, right? Of course, it could have been months ago at this point. We just really don't know. I'm looking around these videos. Some of these things are so funny. Have you guys seen these AI videos with the giant animals? I love the giant animals. Oh, I gotta show you. This is so funny. This guy just does channels like this. It's kind of take our mind in a different direction here. Look at this thing. This is so funny. Giant cat. Look how small her head is compared to her body. This is completely AI or one of those video making AIs. Look at it. I'm a big kitty. It just really looks out of proportion, doesn't it?
When this lady thought she was feeding the fish below, something else already had its eyes on it. Now, while the people around could have warned her, nobody said anything and just watched as the perpetrator was about to arrive. Because one of the guys below also had its eyes on it, but something bigger was about to appear. When this lady thought she was feeding the fish below, something else already had its eyes on it. Now, while the people around could have warned...
All right, stop. Was that a bird? Hold on. Right now. Yep, it was a bird. Okay. Yeah, but this channel is funny, man. They have all kinds of things like these giant cats. Well, this is a cat one. There's one with owls too. Look how big that cat is, man. No way. That's so funny. But man, they got some. They got 11,000 videos. They're from overseas or something. There's one with owls, like giant owls somewhere. Oh, is this? There's one. Look at this. This really happened. That happened. And they put the worst sound effect in. All right, guys, post for the picture. Let's get the giant owl, the two cats, and the dude. Look at that. Perfectly caught. Hilarious. T-Rex trucking and more. Wait, when did you go live? At 7? You didn't get any notifications. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, the giant white owls are popular too. Oh yeah, here you go. Look at this guy.
Dude. Oh, you got a fascinator. Dude.
And they don't make any sense.
Oh, you got a fascinator. Dude.
You got a fascinator. Look at this thing. Whoa. They're still loving. Terror owls. I love my owl. So funny. These things are hilarious. How about a green owl? Everybody got a green owl? That's a winning owl. It's so funny. It's like, oh yeah, we were building our new house, and this giant green owl showed up, and it was just there, and then it became our friend. That's right. Oh, look at Harry Potter. It's Harry Potter's owl. I'm a Harry Potter. This is my owl. It is huge. Yep. These things are so funny. Look at me and my giant cat.
She is huge.
Yeah. Whoa.
Gorgeous. Let me take her.
It's so funny, man. These things are so funny. So I don't know if you guys have seen those before or not, but I think they're hilarious. They show up in my short feed. And this is winning short feed this week. Here we go. Bunch of giant. And now they'll be showing up all the time since I clicked on them. So many of them. That's about as much short feeding as I do. Uh-huh. Yep. It's true. Oh no. I have to say this for good news of the week. Looks like Stephen Colbert is going off the air. Awesome. That's good news. Put that in the good news folder. We'll talk about that on Saturday. I saw a news report today as well. Look at my history. And a good bit for this. Where is it at? Oh, here we go. Sasquatch search leaves 2 dead in Washington. That's right. Breaking news. Hold on. I gotta do it right. We'll do it right.
Breaking news. Everybody loves breaking news.
Welcome back here on Live Now from Fox, 11:52 on the East Coast and 8:52 on the West Coast. I do want to take you out to a developing story as we are getting information and new information coming in from the Associated Press. 2 Oregon men found dead in a Washington state forest after they failed to return from a trip to look for Sasquatch. That is according to authorities in that area. Now, the 59-year-old and 37-year-old appear to have died from exposure. That is according to the Skamania County Sheriff's Office. They posted these photos here on Facebook. The weather and the men's lack of preparedness led the office to draw that conclusion. Sasquatch is a folklore beast thought by some to roam the forest, specifically in the Pacific Northwest. That is where these folks were going. Now, the 2 men were found in a heavily wooded area of the Gifford National Forest, which is about 150 miles northeast of Portland. A family member reported them missing around 11 a.m. on Christmas Day after they failed to return from a Christmas Eve outing. 60 volunteer search and rescue personnel helped in that 3-day search, including canine, drone, and ground teams. The Coast Guard using infrared technology to search from the air. Authorities used camera recordings to locate the vehicle that was used by the pair off Oklahoma Road, that is near Willard, if you're familiar with the area, and it's on the southern border of the National Forest. Again, you can see from these photos here provided by the Skamania County Sheriff's Office just how those crews were kind of looking through that area, doing everything they could by ground and air to try to find these guys. Again, they did conclude that the men, 59 years old and 37-year-old, died from exposure, and that's because of the weather and the men's lack of preparedness. At this point, there will likely still be autopsies that are performed, but they were in the forest looking for any sign of Sasquatch. If we get an update,
and that's a shame. It really is a shame because I could have helped them. I could have helped them out. So I know exactly where Sasquatch is, and he's right here. Should have just followed the music, right? Oh yeah, there's Sasquatch. If they just listened to the saxophone, they would have been okay. Well, we know where he is. He's flying around through outer space, playing the saxophone. He's going on tour. Tickets are only $20. Thomas, what's up? Okay. Yep. The Sasquatch found. Sasquatch found. Yep. So make sure if you are going to go look for Sasquatch, one, you are prepared for inclement weather. All right. And take a beacon with you or something so people can find you if you get lost. And listen for the saxophone because you'll probably find them a lot faster. That's the way it goes. That's how it goes. What? Oh.
Cats are my friend. Cats are so cute. Cats are my friend.
Look at this. Can you imagine?
Cats are so cute. Cats are my friend. Cats are so cute. Cats are my
Yeah,
friend.
AI. Look, it created a yeehaw AI. So if you want to put yourself surrounded by cats, just go here. Jesus, man. Too much fun. Is his sax playing a mimetic hazard? Mimetic hazard. You can go see him live. Yeah, just look at his tour schedule. Yeah. Whoever goes to see Sasquatch, right, live, needs to come back and tell us about it. Make sure you get a t-shirt too on your way out the door. Indeed, indeed. What else you guys got tonight? What do I got? Like I keep watching this, looking for silly shorts. Silly shorts, brought to you by Silly Shorts. You can wear plain shorts, but why not just wear silly shorts? Flying car commercial. Is this the one that's only $5,000? It looks like it. Flying cars are coming, people. We're just about there. We cannot wait. I can't wait. That's why I need to make a lot of money so I can have a flying car. I know you can't see anything. I'm just talking about it. Here. And I have to show it. But it had a copyrighted song underneath of it. But yeah, they're advertising flying cars yeah, I'm guessing Japan or China somewhere. Look at that. There's two of them. Oh, hi. You guys have a flying car too? Get really close. Let's let our propellers touch each other. Look at that. Car-sized drones are flying over my house. Look at that. Hey, I guess you can go somewhere and take them for a fly. Hi guys. Hi. We're here. Oh God, he's got a guitar. Jesus Christ. Back to the flying car. Let's get out of here. Back to us flying. Let's fly out of here. See ya. The future is now. All right. The future is now. Who's going to get a flying car? I know Libby and Don are getting a flying car. I know Libby is going to get one. He already told me he's going to get one. X-Ping, man. X-Ping. And again, if you're a savvy investor, you may want to look into one of these companies that are making this stuff. Because even if the average person won't be able to afford a flying car anytime soon, the rich people will get it. Yours for just $19.99. But wait, there's more. An additional $4,980. You can have the charging cord too. Yeah, you might need the charging cord. It's a little expensive. But yeah, I mean, why not? They're as cheap as a used car. They're as cheap as a used 4Runner. And that is our wonderful, beautiful future coming towards us at rocket speed. That's the kind of stuff I'm excited about, right? That's the kind of stuff I'm excited about. Well, we've managed to make it all the way through the kickoff show without any glitches so far, so that's good. These glitches have been springing up. I've been noticing, and I don't know what's going on with them, but it's weird, man. Like I said, there's something going on around here. Something's going to change in a weird way. But as we get ready to get out of here, luckily we didn't. I'll say it and it won't happen, but it's like these weird glitches have been going on. Only when I'm streaming. Well, we'll see. I don't want to jinx myself because then it'll just happen. It'll be strange. Let's see. Okay, I did put right. The Mueller Sky Car? What's that? Let's take a look at what Thomas is talking about here. Mueller Sky Car. Oh yeah, dude, this look cool. Those look cool. You can it's about 6 hours worth of endurance. Yeah. I think they can do better than this though. Those big old engines on the side of it seem kind of noisy. But yeah, they can take off hovering and just boom, and you're gone. I like it the way it looks when it's out in San Francisco. Okay. How much are these things though? 720 horsepower. 2,400 pounds. And this sucker looks pretty cool. Is this the one you're going to get, Thomas? Back in 2000, they described the computer as your personal R2-D2. They did. Yet they have nothing. Well, don't worry, R2D2's coming. And C3PO. We're gonna have our own versions of these great, awesome things for sure. Let's see. All right, we're gonna get ready to head over to Rumble here in a minute and get our reading on. But if you guys want to, oh shit. See, my camera just goes out. Like it's like the virtual camera goes out, and then I'm just stuck with this. So the people don't realize is the virtual camera has the actual avatar on it. This is just a picture of the avatar. That's all this is. The actual one is the one you're seeing. And it's been disappearing. I don't know. Hopefully it comes back. It just goes on and off. I can't control it. I can't control it. I don't know. Weird stuff's happening, man. Anyways, just a reminder, we'll be doing a New Year's show. And we'll have one in 2024, the last edition of 2024 tomorrow, early, because we have New Year's Eve that night. So I'll be doing an earlier edition, and then we'll be going to the New Year's Eve celebration after that. It's tomorrow already. Oh my God, I didn't even realize it. Well, this is the last Unrig the Game kickoff show of the year. So we have a long ways to go with this book. This book's very interesting. I hope you're going to be joining us. The links are pinned in the chat, and they are in the description. You just got to scroll down a little bit, and you will find them. And in fact, I don't think you have to scroll down very far at all. And if you're interested in reading this book with us, this is only the second. We're only doing chapters 4 through 5 tonight, so you only have 3 chapters to catch up on. There's a playlist too, and if you do that, you'll be right on with the rest of us. This is a great book, guys. It's a lot of fun. Plus, this guy's going to be in charge of reforming our intelligence, at least one of our intelligence agencies. So it'd be good to get to know him, see what he's been through, and all other stuff. 357, how you doing, man? How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. I'm just wrapping up the kickoff show right now, but come on over to Rumble and join us over there and listen to some of this book. I think you'll enjoy it. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to get on over there. The links are in the description and then the chat pinned at the top. So you can follow us on over there. Love to have you. Make sure when you guys get there that you hit the thumbs up. That's how you get the Rumble algorithm to love you. Love you a lot. Love you lots. Love you long times. All right. Well, that's it. Kickoff show over. Go to Rumble now. And until next time, YouTube. Later.
Everyone's 10 steps for Rumble.